Well, hello. Yes, welcome to West Interior Design. Hi, my name's Sally. Yes, follow me, please. Yes, please, have a seat. So, I understand that you're here today for an appointment with Lisa, our interior decorator. Great, well, she'll be with you in just a moment. She's finishing up with a client. But in the meantime, let me just go ahead and grab your plans. And we can talk about some basic fundamentals. Great, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have some plans here of your house with some mock-ups. Sure, Lisa will go over this in more detail with you. You have plenty of options. But for now, I would like to show you this. This is a visual representation of your house exterior. And as you can see, we have many different blocks or rooms. Yeah, so one of the first rooms we can look at is actually your garage, right, which is on the ground level. You have room for a 2-car garage, or you can create a 1-car garage and use the other one as an extra room. In addition, you have room for a large living room area. You also have room for a large kitchen area that can include a dining room. Yes. And then you have the option of a bathroom. You can opt for 1 bathroom, that's a large one on the 2nd floor, or for 2, one on the 1st floor and one on the 2nd floor, whichever you desire. And again, Lisa can go over in more detail with you in terms of your options. In addition to having the master bathroom on the 2nd floor, you can have 2 rooms. Generally, your bedroom area will take up 2 room spaces. You also have room for a children's play area or children's bedroom if you wish. And then you have space for 1 additional room within the house. Does that sound okay for you? Yeah, we're on the same page? Excellent. Yeah, well, we're so happy to be working with you. You know, buying a new house, it's very exciting, especially when you have room to grow, to renovate, and to really decorate it in an effective way. But we want to make sure that everything we decide is up to snuff, right? It follows a line with your vision for this house. Great. Well, let's go ahead and find Lisa. She should be ready now. She should just be getting off the phone call with the previous client. Lisa? Yes, your next client is here. Thanks. Send her in, please. Well, hello. Hi, my name is Lisa. Yes, we spoke on the phone. Yeah, welcome. Yes, please, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. Can I grab you any water or some coffee? Okay. So, let's take a look at your house. Yes, as my colleague mentioned, you have a lot of possibilities with this house. You have plenty of room. So what I'd like to do is to talk about some different options for the garage area, and then we'll move on through each area of your home. So the first option for the garage is to make it a general storage area, right? Yes, this can store things like bicycles, sporting equipment, right? Anything you wish. We can also add larger cabinets if you prefer this to be sort of a workroom. Right, yes, dealing with all your cleaning supplies, paint, hardware, things like that. Or we can go the traditional route and actually just leave room for your car. This would be minimal shelving, right? We really just want to make the area an actual garage. So those are your 3 options. Do you have a preference on any of those 3? You like having the car. Yeah, I figured you would go that route, but I just wanted to make sure that you had all the options. Great. Well, for next to the garage, you do have some additional room for storage. You can also turn this into a laundry room. That would include your washer and dryer and have plenty of counter and cabinet space. Yeah, this would be my suggestion. Otherwise, you will have to put the washer and dryer in the kitchen area. Great. If you don't like that option, you can also have the option of creating somewhat of a wine cellar. Right, if you like to entertain a lot, we can certainly make this room into a wine cellar, especially because we can keep it cool and we can regulate the temperature. So which do you prefer? The laundry room? Okay. So now let's move on to the living room area. Our traditional living room just gives you room for a sofa, some pictures, and a coffee table. In addition, you could also have the option of a full screen TV. Yep, with some additional sound systems. Or you can make the central focus on the fireplace. Yes, we can certainly add a fireplace in this section, and then we can just have some couches. Which do you prefer? The big screen TV? Again, good choice. Now next to this, you can have a more livable, usable area. So for example, we could add a coffee table, we can add a larger game table with some chairs, we can also add a window seat that has shelving on either side. Yeah, we can also open up into a patio. Right, so if you don't just want a window, you actually want a patio with some seating, we can certainly do that as well. Yeah, I thought you might like that option. So now let's move on to the kitchen. You can keep a very basic, simple kitchen where the refrigerator is the focus, or in this area, we can move the oven and the stove. But both of these would include just general cabinet space and then leave an open area within the kitchen. Or you can actually add an island that is connected to the cabinets, giving you a little bit more room, a little bit of a breakfast nook where people can actually sit. So which option did you like out of those three? The island? Okay. Now let's talk about the dining room area. We can have a simple table with just 2 chairs. Yep. And then the rest just be counter space and a nice window to look outside. Or you can do a somewhat larger table with 4 chairs. Or your third option is to actually go with a round table, right? And this can accommodate as many chairs as you wish. If you are going with the patio area, we can actually remove the window in this area and add additional shelving. Right, so yeah, you always want to think about storage. You like that option? Okay. So you also have the option of having a bathroom on this floor, right? This bathroom can be very simple, just includes a toilet, sink. Yep. We can also use a larger mirror. Yep, a little bit more room, a little bit more storage. Or the third option is actually to have a double sink. Right? Now this you usually put in master bathrooms, but you could certainly have it on this ground floor as well. Yeah, there's certainly room for it. Okay, so now let's move on to the master bathroom. Again, we would have a toilet area. In this option, you would also have a walk-in shower. You like the bath options? Sure, we have 2 bath options available for you. One of them is a classic bathtub, clawfoot. There's also some additional shelving areas available in this bathroom. Or we can do a larger tub. This one would cost more money, but this would be the central focus of this bathroom. So which one do you like? I think with your budget, it might make sense to do the clawfoot tub. Yes, okay. So now let's move on to the bedroom area. So we can do a classic simple bedroom with large windows, right? Give you some natural sunlight with a simple end table. The second option is to have the bed a little bit larger, more centrally focused, right? And instead of a window, can actually have a beautiful landscape picture in the background. You can then have 2 end tables because the bed is the main focus. Correct. Okay. You like that option? Okay. In addition, you'll have some room for a vanity, some cabinets, to store your clothes. That one's just a simple option. We can also have some seating, right? Even a little bit of a coffee table in there. So if you want some seating in your room, you can have some larger cabinet area, even put a mirror in there if you wish. The third option is actually to add something like a fainting sofa, have some books in there, make a little bit of a library, really make it a livable space. You like that option? Okay. Well, now let's move on to the playroom area. We can put a very simple twin bed in there for your child. Have a bunch of different toys. Yeah. We can also make it a larger option with bunk beds, right? If you have more than one child, we can also have some tables, some art supplies. We can have different desks for each child. We can really make this a really nice child-friendly space. You also have room for an additional room. So you can do things like a large dressing room, right? This can be like your entire closet area. You can also make a sauna that would be off the bathroom area if you enjoy that. We can also do an option such as a pantry. This would go next to the kitchen on the first floor, and we would then just have one bathroom, right? The pantry can really expand on the shelving and the cabinets and the storage space. If you're into reading, we can also build a library for yourself. Right. Another option is to create a game room if you like to entertain a lot. And a final option is to create a study. Right. Do you work at home? No. Okay, so which one are you kind of leaning towards? The pantry area? Sure. So this is what that could look like. We could move the pantry to the first floor next to the kitchen, so you'd have a large kitchen area. We would then have the bathroom on the second floor. That would include your clawfoot tub and 2 vanity areas. You'd still have plenty of room in the living room area for guests to entertain. The laundry room being next to the garage makes it very useful, kind of out of the way. Yeah, all in all, I think this is a good choice. Okay, so let's actually start designing your floor plan. So if you look here, you'll see that we have an online version of a floor plan, and we'll just start mapping things out, add some furniture, and at any point if you want to make any changes, please just let me know. Great. So let's start with the basement, which is essentially your garage and your laundry room. So we'll first add the garage. So we mentioned that we wanted to just basically have room for your car. Is that correct? Okay. So let's just add some garage doors. We have a variety of selections here. You'll see we have ones with vertical lines, horizontal. We have some square designs. We have a little bit more detail on the vertical, and even something that looks a little bit like door or closet doors. Do you have a particular preference? I think with the design of your house that this one would actually look really nice. Are you okay with that? Great, let's add that one then. And we'll just put it here at the bottom. Great, so now let's start adding some furniture. Okay, how large is your vehicle? Yeah, this doesn't have to be specific, but do you have an SUV or just a regular car? Regular, okay, we'll just choose this one then. So here's the car in your garage. We do have some space available if you would like to add some shelving. You want to do that? Okay. So generally, I like to recommend drawers with wheels for the garage. We also have desk units that look like this, some metal drawers if you don't like wood. We also have some open shelving. some locker shelving, and some file shelving. So it really just depends on what you're planning on storing. But just to get started, I would recommend some of the draw units with wheels. You're okay with that? Great. So we'll add that. And for now, just put it up here. Okay. And if you like, we can add some additional shelving on the left. Do you have a preference in terms of the options? No? No preference? Okay. Well, why don't we add another one with wheels? And when it comes time to actually purchasing furniture, we can actually go to the store and you're going to have a lot more options. But this is just for us to get an indication of what each room will look like. Excellent. So now let's go ahead and add the room beside this, which will be the laundry room. And we'll just make that a little larger, comparison-wise, to this room. Okay. Great. So let's now go. In terms of a door, you have options. You can also do garage door, but what I would actually recommend is a patio door so that you can enter it from outside as well as inside. So here are some examples of patio doors. Yes, that way you can look outside while you're doing laundry. There are many different options. I would generally recommend the ones with rails, the red or the black. You like the black? Okay. So we'll add that to the side here. And then we should have a door somewhere in the upper left-hand corner to actually get into your house. Okay, so we'll go back to doors. And in terms of this, do you like normal doors or sliding doors? Sure, I can show you your options. So these are some examples of folding doors. Very simple. Generally, I would recommend one of the interior doors. Or, if we go back, I can show you what the sliding doors look like. These are particularly nice inside. Sure, yeah, we can go with a folding door from the laundry room into your living space. And if you want to keep with the square theme, I would recommend this one. Okay, so we'll add that up here. Perfect. So now let's start to add some actual furniture. Okay. So, these are just some examples of washer dryers. In this case, we can just choose any of these because obviously you'll have your own washer dryer. In general, we like to put them against a wall, so I'd recommend doing it up here. Okay, and then we can add the dryer as well, right next to it. You'll also have plenty of room for shelving, so we can look at some shelving options. Sometimes I like to look in the bathroom area because oftentimes the shelving is similar. A good idea would actually be to have a table that you can fold on. Sure. Yep, we can add that one right over here next to the washer and dryer. And we can have some additional shelving for you to put your fabric softener, laundry detergent. You see that we have some high cabinets. For your purposes, when it comes to laundry, I actually like some of the open cabinet. Do you like open cabinets? Okay, so we'll add this one. Put that right over here. Great. And then you really have the rest of the space to do with as you wish. You can even have a little couch in here if you like, a little sink. Really, the choice is yours. Yeah, so if you want to see in 3D mode kind of what this looks like, I can show you. So this is what the 3D mode looks like. As you can see, you have your sliding doors that lead outside. You have the door leading into the house. And you have your washer and dryer. Does that look okay to you so far? Okay, great. And again, we can add additional shelving and storage options in the laundry room. We can also add a sitting area if you wish. For now, let's actually go to the first floor. We'll go back to 2D for now. So the first room we're going to add is the living room area. And this living room is fairly large, so we'll make sure we have enough space. Okay, so as we talked about, you liked the option of having the large screen TV. So let's add that first. Okay, so you'll see you have a variety of multimedia units. These are just a variety of ways to display your TV. I particularly like this one because you have a large amount of storage options. If we scroll down, you'll see you have some additional entertainment center options, or just some general tables if you want to keep it pretty simple. We also have these tables in various designs. Yep, so now you're getting into some different types of TV furniture. Just let me know if any of them stand out to you. I like the look of this one. It's very sleek, right? Minimal, while still having shelving on the sides. Again, depending if you want to hang things on the wall, you might want to keep it fairly simple. You're not quite sure yet? Yeah, there's a lot of options here. My recommendation is to just start with something very simple, such as this one, or one of the other options at the top. And that way, you can always design going forward. But at least we know it's going to take up the same amount of space generally. You'll just have more space on the walls if you choose something that's simple, like this one or this one. You like this one? Sure, let's add that one. Okay, so we'll put that one about here. Again, knowing that you can have some space on the walls if you would like to hang any paintings or drawings. So, now let's add your living room sofa. So, you're going to have a variety of options, including ottomans. For now, let's look at the sofas, and then we can always go back to those. Okay, so as you can see, we have different colors, different styles. You can go for fabric, you can go for leather, you can go for various colors. Again, you don't have to make the decision now. This is just to give you options, just to kind of show you what's out there. All we're really caring about today is the space, making sure that we can fit everything in that you want so that we're designing it appropriately. Okay? You like the general fabric ones? Sure. Yep. Why don't we add this one for now? So, where you place it is up to you. You can do them on the sides, you can do them facing. You might want a few, so actually one facing and then two side by side. You like that option? Sure. So let's add that there. And we can turn it around. You can then duplicate it. This configuration is nice because while everyone can also watch television, they can also use this space as for conversation. Okay. So, this is what we have so far. I would recommend adding a coffee table or ottoman in the middle. Okay. So, there are many examples of coffee tables. Yeah, glass, wood, whichever style you like. You want something simple? Yeah, there's a few that I would recommend for that. There's the standard round glass coffee table. I also really like this one, rectangle, in antique white finish, and one in Washington cherry. You like the white? Sure, let's add that one then. Put that right here. Okay. So, in addition to having your television and your couches, you also have room for a game table, for a patio. This would actually go off to the side here. Actually make this a little bigger. And the patio would go about right here. So let's actually add the patio doors. Do you like the idea of folding doors or sliding doors? Sure. So these are some examples of sliding doors. Yeah, we can go back to the patio doors. I'll show you those as well. As you did before, you can see they're sort of the glass. Yeah, is there any hitting your eye? You can do 2, 3, 4. You like 3? Okay, how about this one? Great. So we're going to add that right there. And then we'll add your table. And for this, I actually like to look at dining room tables. This can be somewhat of a game table. So, we have a variety of options here. Again, you don't have to make your decision now, but you have the option of round, rectangle, square. Yeah, there's a lot of different options. You like the round ones? Sure. Yeah. You want glass? Why don't we add this glass one for now? Okay. Put that about right here. Okay. Perfect. This is looking really nice. Okay. Well, let's start working on your kitchen then. How about that? Okay. So your kitchen is off here. Again, fairly close to the dining room area. So we'll have this room be the kitchen, and then we'll add the other area. Zoom out so that we can see a little better. Okay. And then we'll add the dining room right next to that. You can also do it the opposite way so that you walk through the dining room into the kitchen. So essentially it's up to you in terms of where you would like to add your tables. You'll see that you have a game table right here. You can certainly add a larger table, or you can put the kitchen here and have the dining room a little bit off to the side, more intimate area. You like that option? Okay. So let's start designing the kitchen then. So I think we talked about actually having a kitchen island. You're going to see a variety of options here. Again, you don't have to make your decision today. But are there any that are catching your eye? Okay. Yeah. Just something simple? Okay, let's try this one. Put that in here. So now let's add some more appliances to the kitchen. If you like these are all in one. Yes, you'll see some do the L shape, some do the I shape. It's totally up to you. You have plenty of space in the kitchen if you want to do the L shape. You want to do one of those? Okay. You'll certainly have much more space over here for additional cabinets if you like. Sure, let's add some of those in there. So as you can see, we have corner cabinets. We also have wall cabinets. Like the walls? Okay. So we add some there. You can also add some to the side of that. Yeah, right. If we go back to the kitchen area, you also see that we can add some chairs and stools. This might be nice to add to the island. We have a variety of different seating available, depending on what you like. You like ones with backs? Sure, yeah, we want to make these fairly comfortable. We have this one, traditional white. We also have it in black. You like the white? Okay, let's add that one then. How many would you like? 2? Okay. On this side? Sure. I think that's very nice. Okay, so let's now go into the dining room. Okay, so here you see we have a variety of dining room options. Standard white. Also have wooden. We also have a long crystal table. That would go well with your glass table that's available in the living room area. And a variety of wood tables. You like the crystal? Sure. Let's add that one. It's very modern. Okay. And then as well, you can add some different, maybe like a wine table. Yeah, you have plenty of room. Look at benches as well. Yeah, sometimes people like benches along the window. You don't want a bench? Okay. No, no problem. Remember, this is your house. Yes. In terms of storage, it's always nice to have a buffet table. You're going to see lots of different ones here. This is also good to store silverware, glasses. You're going to see a variety of buffets here. Yeah, this one would actually go nice with the crystal. We can come back to that one. Let's see. I also have this one. This one's very sleek. You like that one? Sure. Let's add that one then. Okay. And then obviously we would also have chairs, right, that would fit around these. So next, let's add your pantry. So in here, obviously, you would have a variety of different storage options. Right. So we can look at storage options in the dining room. We can also look at different accessories for the kitchen that you can also add here. So for example, if we go to appliances, you're going to see lots of appliances that are found in the kitchen. Yep, burners, refrigerators, yes. But something you might want to add in the pantry is an actual freezer. Yes, this can serve as actual extra freezer space. You like that? Okay, let's add that here then. And then, most likely, you'll just add a variety of shelving. For that again, we can look in the dining room or the kitchen area, depending on the type of shelving you like. Different types of storage options here, as you can see. Yep, you can make them closed, you can make them open. You want to go back to the kitchen? Sure. Do you want to use some of the high cabinets? Okay, add those. And we'll add a few. Okay, I'll just make this pantry a little smaller. Right. So now we've created your dining room, your kitchen, and your living room. Let's just add a door to your pantry. Normally it's just a sliding or a folding door. Is that okay with you? Great. We'll just choose this one. Yep, just to kind of stay consistent. And while we're on the first floor, let's choose some flooring or carpeting. Now some rooms, kitchens generally have tiles. Living rooms generally have carpets or hardwood. Do you have a preference? Carpet? Okay. So we have a variety of different carpet styles and colors. I'll just scroll down and you let me know if any are standing out to you. Now these are really nice. They're furry, they're soft. Do you like the light one? Okay, we'll add that then to your living room area. Okay. Okay, so that's what the carpeting will look like. Kind of matches the walls, though you can certainly paint the walls if you wish. Yes, so let me just go back to the 2D image. So for the kitchen, I would recommend some tile. We have a variety of tiles that you can choose from. We have wall and floor tiles that we can start with. These are just some of the different examples. As you see, they're very colorful, lots of different patterns. You can also choose between ceramic, glass, stone, or porcelain. For example, if we look at the ceramic tiles, you'll see that they have a variety of different patterns. Let me know if any stand out to you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can show you the porcelain ones. They're going to pretty much be the similar designs. Just let me know if any are interesting to you. You like this one? Sure. Yeah, that's a standard kitchen tile. Let's choose that one. We can apply it to the kitchen. Just give me a moment to get there. Okay. Add that to the kitchen area. And we'll also add that to the pantry area just so that they match. dining room? What would you like to do in the dining room? You like wood floors? Sure, we can do hardwood in the dining room. As you can see, we have a variety of different colors, from dark to light. Just let me know if any stand out to you. I know, it's a hard decision. There's so many to choose from. Did you like any of these? I like the Sherwood Oak. If we scroll up a bit, I also like the chocolate if you want a little bit of a darker wood. You can also do light gray. Generally, I like the dark and the gray hardwoods for the dining room area. We can actually go to dark and gray if you like. Sure. These are just a few of the ones that we have in stock. Nothing really hitting your eye? That's okay, we have plenty of options. Yeah, why don't we go look at some of the natural hardwoods? Those are usually a little subtler. Yeah, but you can see we have the natural brown. We have different colors of oak. This is the soft oak. You like that one? Great. Let's add that to the dining room. Okay, so I think your first floor is done. Yeah, so let's move on to the second floor. First, we'll start with the bathroom. I'm just going to draw a fairly large bathroom for us to start with. These are not to scale, okay? These are just to get us a general idea of what we want to put in here. So we could start with adding the toilet. Okay. And you have a variety of different toilets here that you can choose from. Some more modern looking, some more traditional. Any hitting your eye? Yeah, I really like the pearl. Yeah, very classic. Want to add that one? Sure. Okay, so we'll just add that somewhere to the right. And then why don't we go ahead and add your bathtub? Okay, so you'll see we have a variety of different bathtubs for you to choose from. This one's particularly nice. As you scroll down, you'll see some of them are larger than others. And just let me know if any hit your eye. You can have ones that are built in, you can have more like the clawfoot tub, or ones that are in the middle of the room. It's really up to you. Yeah? Sure, you like the divine one? Yeah. Good choice. We can put it in the edge for now, but you can certainly move that when it comes time to actually building. Sure. So next, let's actually go back and we can start working on your sink. Okay. So you'll see we have some single sinks as well as double sinks. I think we talked about getting a double sink, correct? Great. There's a variety of double sink options, as you can see. Which one do you like? You like this one? Okay, sure, let's add that. And we can put that on the side if you like. We can put that up at the top, near the toilet, wherever it is you'd like. For now, we'll just kind of drop it in place. And again, we can talk a little bit more about orientation later. Sure. Yeah, we can certainly put that in the middle of the room, as we saw in the picture before. And then we can move the sink over and the toilet over a little bit. Sure. Yeah, well, let's make it a little smaller. just so it's a little closer to scale. Otherwise it'll be way too spread out. Great. So now that we have a sink, a toilet, and a bathtub, we can also look at some additional options, including mirrors, towel holders, storage options, accessories. Yeah, but let's start with the mirrors. So you'll certainly have a mirror over the sink, but what you can also look at is full-length mirrors. This would be a nice spot to put it in. You have plenty of room for it. We can have ones that are connected to the wall or freestanding ones that you can actually move around. Do you like the freestanding ones? Sure, let's add that. And we'll just put it here for now. Okay, so to go back, we'll look at some additional furnishing options. Yeah, towel rack is always a good idea. And as you can see, we have a variety of options here as well. Are there any hitting your eye? I particularly like this one, but if you want more room, then I would also recommend one of the freestanding ones. Again, you can move it around as you wish. Great, let's add that one. We'll just put it here for now, but again, you have plenty of space in the bathroom. We can certainly move these around. You might also want to have two. One near the bathtub and one near the sink. So now let's move on and work on your bedroom. So we'll add the bedroom next to the bathroom. You certainly can have a door for from the stairs, and then also a door right from your bedroom into the bathroom. So let's start with the bed. Okay. So let's actually narrow it down to simple beds. As you can see, very simple beds. We can add something that's a little bit more elaborate when it comes to the headboard. Do you like having a headboard, a larger one? You do? Okay, so we can come back to this then. Let's actually go to the headboards so that we can add that first and then add the bed into it. Right. So this is a nice headboard, very simple. You can also do one similar to that, but instead of black, you can see it's a little bit more gray. We also have some much larger headboards. Okay, yep, you like the simple one with the black? Sounds good. Let's add that then. And you certainly have room to put portraits or landscape pictures over the bed if you wish. Right, like we looked at before. But let's go back and actually add the bed. In this case, it doesn't necessarily matter which bed you add, so we'll just choose one because you've already chosen the headboard. Yeah, so as you can see, these just have different headboards, but we would certainly take away the headboard since you already chose one you like. Yeah, we'll just add that one for now. That one looks nice. So there's your bed. We can then move on to adding some additional furnishing. Yeah, let's go with the nightstands. So usually there's two, one on either side. These are the different options. Just let me know if any of them hit your eye. Yeah, my favorites are this one. I also like the wooden one. I think it's very nice. But this is your room, so whichever one is your favorite. Yeah, I really like this one actually, the black one. Yeah, let's add that. We'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay. And we can add one on either side. And we'll duplicate it so that we have one on the left as well as the right. Okay. So now let's continue to add some furnishing. We've added the nightstands. Let's move on to wardrobes. So there's a variety of wardrobes here. You have your classic wooden one. You have one with actually hangers on the outside. Yep. Yeah, this one is actually particularly nice. It's very clean, right? You have 3 separate closets. Sure. Yeah, we can add it right here, let's say. And then we can add one directly next to it. You liked the first one with the hinge doors? Sure, let's add that one right next. Perfect. Anything else? Oh, sure, yeah, let's add an armchair in there. Some place for you to sit. You'll see there's lots of options. There's beanbag chairs. Yeah, make it a little fun, a place where you can read. We can also look at some of the standard armchairs. They come in black, they come in bright colors, depending on the paint and what you're choosing in terms of carpeting or flooring. You like the black? Sure, how about this one? Yeah, this one has a footstool. Okay, so we'll add that to the side here. And we'll just rotate it. Great. Well, I think that's a great start to the bedroom. Let's add some doors before we forget. Now, in terms of sliding doors, this would actually be really nice to add here. How about this one? Okay. Yeah. We can also put one from the bedroom to the bathroom. And that one maybe just a simple folding door. Okay. Just to stay consistent through the house. And last but not least, let us add your child's room. Yep, we'll just put it to the side here. Okay, just make it a little larger so that we have room to decorate. So, we have a few options in this website to add some kids' beds. So we'll just scroll down. You're going to see lots of cribs, so we'll just pass through those and look at some of the traditional bedding. There's also some really fun designs for children. Yeah, so if we move back up, you'll see this is kind of nice. You can add some different blankets, kind of make almost like a fort. Yeah, there's one I actually really like, and it's this one over here. It's kind of like a little house. You like that one? Okay, let's add that there. Yeah, that's really fun, I think, for the children. And you can certainly add another one in here if you have multiple children. Right. So in addition to the bed, let's go ahead and add some furniture. Yep, so we'll look at some different storage options. Yeah, let's look at some bedroom furniture. So one of the ones I would recommend is this cabinet area right here. It's kind of fun. Okay, yeah, it's always good to have storage options for all of their toys. We can actually add another one like that, but just a little bigger. Or you can have one for one child, one for another. Yeah, you'll see plenty of options here. Yeah, the buckets are nice. Those are especially good for toys. Why don't we just put that one over here for now? Again, you can move it around if you wish. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let's go into some of the accessories. Yeah. You'll see most of them are for babies, right? The mobiles, but the height chart in particular, I like. Yeah, let's put that in there. That way you can take their measurements as they grow older. So, now let's move on to flooring. You said that you like the carpet? Okay, let's see some carpeting options. So as we saw before, you have a variety of colors, a variety of patterns. Sure. Yeah, just let me know if any of them stand out. Okay, well, yeah, the feelings one, you like that one? Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You don't like it? Yeah, let's look at some other colors. Sure, yeah, kids' room, you like it to be a little brighter. We do have some bright colors. If we scroll down, you'll see there's red, there's pink. Pink might be nice. Do you want to see what that looks like? Okay. Just add that in. Yep, I might just have to go back. There we go. That's too bright? Okay. How about a blue? Blue's kind of a nice middle ground. It's colorful, but it's not too bright. Do you like this one? Okay, let's see what this looks like. Again, I might just need to refresh, just because sometimes the carpeting doesn't stay. Let's just try that again. Okay, there we go. Do you like that? Okay, good. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. We can then add some tile to your bathroom. Yeah, let's go and see what your options are. For this one, I would recommend the mosaic tile. This is the traditional bathroom tile. Okay, just add that in there. Okay, so this is what your second floor will look like. Again, it's not to scale. The rooms are a little bigger than they usually are, but we can actually walk through the rooms just to give you a general idea of where the furniture will be. As you can see in the bedroom, you have plenty of room. You can add a television, a little library if you wish. And then if we go into the child's room, you'll see how that looks. I think this looks really nice. Yep, again, still plenty of room for pictures, for toys. Absolutely. And then if we move through the bedroom into the bathroom, we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so as you can see, very large bathroom. It will be a little smaller than this, but you see you have the tub, right, sink. Great. So now let's move to the first floor. We can take a walk through. Okay, so this is what your living room will look like. Again, we can certainly add some paint. We can move the couches a little farther away. You'll certainly have a television on this stand and maybe some pictures on the walls. And then you have your patio and your game table. Okay, if we move into the kitchen, you'll see what that looks like. Okay, with your island, all of your kitchen appliances, your shelving, right, and then the pantry, which is right next to it. There we go. It's small, but it has the ice chest as well as your shelving. Right, we'll most likely have more than one. And then if we go to the basement, yep, you can see we have the garage, right? There's enough room for your car, for some shelving with the garage door. We can certainly add a door here, and you will have a door behind to get into your house. And then this is what the laundry room would look like. Yep, have your laundry equipment and your shelving. You certainly have enough room in here for additional shelving if you wish. And then the door to get into your house. So, that is what the mock-up of your house floor plan looks like. What do you think so far? Great. Well, I'll work on creating some more detailed floor plans for you, and we can schedule another appointment so that we can go over this in more detail and actually start finalizing the plans. How does that sound? Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.